Hi, welcome to this Qigong exercise video for the Christmas period until we resume our classes back in January. My name is Alex Turner, if you don't know me already. I'm a wellbeing consultant at Pennybrone UK. I'm also the acupuncturist and Qigong teacher. This is a short video, it's just a 15 to 20 minute video. I will be uploading a longer video to my website, www.alexturneracupuncture.co.uk, if you wish to see a longer video there. But for the meantime, welcome, enjoy the class. Don't feel overwhelmed at any time. If you feel overwhelmed at any time, take a rest. Okay. If there are any stretches or movements that feel uncomfortable for you because you've just had recent treatment or recent surgery, really listen to your body. Don't overstretch, don't overcompensate. Take care. Okay, listen to your body. Listen to those messages from the body. And that's the beauty of slowing down. You know, the exercises in Qigong are very slow and fluid. You know, they're very similar to Tai Chi exercises of the Tai Chi form. They're almost like bite-sized chunks where you can easily practice at home. So you're connecting to a fluidity, a sense of flow, just like water. And winter is related to what we call the water element in terms of the 5 element system. Okay. The opposite of water is fire. So we're going to think about the water and the fire today. Okay. Winter is particularly time for storing, just like a seed deep in the earth. The time for pushing up is spring. The time for expanding and fruiting and flowering and big growth is summer. Okay, so we're in winter now. We want to also think about calm waters. Yeah, we want to settle those waves. Settle that feeling that there may be some sense of aggravation or a sense of turmoil. Yeah, that shifts like a storm coming into the sea. Yeah, and you're on your boat, and then it's much harder to navigate those seas. So you want to calm those waters, and that's the spirit of the water element in winter. Calming. We think about conserving energy. So we say conserve, spend, conserve. So it really is the focus on conserving your energy rather than spending a lot, which we end up doing at Christmas a lot of the time. And then we feel exhausted. Yeah? So winter or Christmas period is really time to rest. So I encourage you to do that. But it's not about just lying around, it's keeping on moving. So you want to move your energy, you want to keep the blood circulating, keep you warm. If you feel exhausted, this is a really nice exercise, a way to keep moving but not feel overwhelmed. Okay, so it is dynamic in terms of the way it shifts your energy, but the movements are subtle, so you can really slow down and listen to your body and know how far is good for you. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to loosen up by swinging around this imaginary center line. Go through the top of your head, out between your legs, and it's the center that's moving, and the arms are just following as a consequence of your body moving. So I'm not moving my arms. There's no tension in my shoulders, none in my arms. They're just nice and soft, just hanging to the side of my body like ropes. Yeah, so just turning my center. My weight is 50-50 in the legs, evenly distributed. This time I'm going to shift my weight into my left, so 70%, and then shifting to the right. 70% in one leg, 30% in the other. Soften that straighter leg as you put that weight into the right leg. Okay, I'm not overextending. So again, conservation or conserving energy is not about overextending, overspending. So even in these positions of the posture, we want to think about, am I overspending and I need to pull back? Yeah, I need to spend lots of energy to pull back to my center. Or am I just going far enough where I'm comfortable? I'm in my center, the waters are still calm, I'm nicely balanced over this leg. Okay, so moving from side to side. breathing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. Let the hands just flop on the body. So you may find another video on the website with Marcus, and he'll probably be doing some tapping of the body called Do-in. So this is similar. Hands just patting the body. They're loose, but they're also stimulating the meridians along the side of the body, on the abdomen. So great if you have bloating in the abdomen or any discomfort around the sides of the abdomen, the ribs. And then come back 50-50 and then keep on moving and then just come to a slow standstill. The arms should just follow afterwards to a stop. You may feel some tingling. Just settle down, feel grounded. Think about those roots growing out of your feet. Fine thread lifting up through the top of your head. I'm going to sink down and we're going to do the movement called the 4 seasons. So I'm going to draw the hands up to the center and then I'm going to push out. Like I'm pushing the walls apart. Relax the wrists, pull in. And then I'm going to push up. I'm not going to look up. I'm just going to hold the hands up and then let them just float down, fingers pointing upwards, and then palms facing forwards. Relax the wrists, come back, and then down into winter to store our energy. So as I bring my energy up, I'm thinking about storing this energy that's moving around my body. As I breathe in, I think about anchoring and holding, rooting. You know, the autumn period is like the harvest period as well. So we're thinking about harvesting or cultivating our energy, pushing out to spring. So we only spend the energy when we have it, when we need to. Up into summer, most yang time, fiery time of the year. Autumn, the metal element, back to the center. It all comes back to the center, and then down into winter, water, and so on. So just like the cycle of the seasons, the movements are cyclic. So make sure the movements are flowing, fluid, continuous, and smooth flowing. To begin with, you might feel some strain in your legs. That's quite normal. You can always just shake out, have a little walk about, come back to the this posture. Feet shoulder width apart, feet parallel. Getting that nice even spread on the soles of the feet. Maybe a slight tilt towards the ball of the foot. Not really necessary, but it's good to engage into that part of the foot. It connects to a point called bubbling spring. It's a kidney point, another water point. Okay? So water being connected to winter and the traditional Chinese medicine. And breathe and settle. So between each of the exercises, routines, always take a breath, settle into your stomach. You can put your palms on your belly, one palm on the heart. So we're going to do an exercise for the pericardium. This relates to the fire element. So it's like stoking the fire. Okay, we don't want a big blazing fire, just a nice warm fire we can keep warm around. Okay, so pericardium. Palms facing the body. They first connect to the body, they release, and palms turn up slightly, and my middle finger traces down the middle of the bicep, middle of the forearm, middle of the hand, and up. And then exhale as the hands come down, just like a bird in flight. I sink down in my legs, I come up in my legs as my hand traces up the other arm, round to the heart, to the pericardium. This membrane around the heart, which is a protector, not only on a physiological level, but also emotional level as well. So if you're feeling a bit vulnerable, it's a really nice exercise, a warming exercise, like almost like giving yourself a hug. So sinking down. Okay, and you just carry on with that exercise again, nice fluid movements, okay? And then you come back, you can reconnect to your heart and your belly. So that's the exercise for the pericardium. It's nice to sometimes feel a heartbeat, just really connect to a deeper part of your heart. You could close your eyes. Yeah, listen to your heart's calling. Yeah, what's your heart needing right now? Maybe it's connection with others, maybe it's time alone. Just listening to that part of you. And we're going to let the hands float down, and then we're going to raise the hands up to the diaphragm area. The left palm faces downwards, my right palm up, and then I push up and down. So we separate the heaven and the earth. Okay, so around and then up. And then we alternate. Up to the diaphragm, pushing up and down. Then the upper arm arcs out. Relax the wrists. And then up again. Nice fluid motion. Breathing in as you push up, and then you can exhale as the hand comes down. You might see a variety on YouTube or other places where they have this exercise. There are many styles of Qigong. So don't worry too much if you see a slight variation. Just practice what feels right, or just practice this one. This is a movement from the 8 brocades. And then bring your hands back to your belly, feeling a sense of center. And just settle those waters, calm the waters. Sink down in your legs, and the hands come to the side and raise up, breathing in and down. Breathe in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. It's a nice smooth flow in the movements. So you want to do the movements at a pace that allows you to be self-aware. It's like a meditation, okay? Meditation and movement. So if you're doing the movements really fast and you're kind of not really feeling connected to yourself, you want to slow down. Breathing in the qi from the air, yeah, good for the lungs. Exhaling. Good. Next one, raising the hands. Just to chest height and down. I really like this exercise. One of my favourite movements from the Tai Chi form, the beginning of the form and the end. This always reminds me of a nice gentle wave rising and then sinking again down into the trough of the wave, and then back out to the peak of the wave as well. It's as if there's a wave underneath my hands. Raising my hands to the chest height and then down, relaxing the shoulders. Initiate the movement, the downward movement with the elbows, okay? So I don't want to be doing this, straight arms. It's nice and soft, the joints are soft. I'm synchronizing the upper body and the lower body. So I bend my knees as I sink down, and I raise up as I raise my hands. I breathe in as I raise my hands, and I exhale as I come down. Great. And follow that on with opening the chest. Like this. Palms down. Good. And this is a movement from a sequence from the Shibashi style of Qigong, so you might come across that on YouTube as well. So down, up, breathing in, open the chest. So really nice again for opening the chest, the heart center, opening up the ribs, the lungs. Good. So as I said, this is just a demonstration video, so you can continue that exercise for a longer period if you wish. Okay. If you feel tired, you can always sit down, give your legs a shake out, as I mentioned before. Okay, great. So, another exercise to really open up the lung energy. Bring our first finger and thumb together. Okay, so these relate to the lung and large intestine meridians. And what I do is I step forwards and then arch. And exhale. Okay, and then the other way, breathing in, up and down. Okay, you can also do this stepping forwards with the hands just coming forwards and opening, yeah, like a ballerina. Down. Yeah. Breathing in and back. Good. Just pausing, just noticing how you feel. Rolling the shoulders back. At any point you feel like, oh, I could just want to stretch my neck or rotate the shoulder joint, do so. Yeah, listen to your body. Or you might just want to hold the wrist. Yeah, squeeze the fingers. Yeah. Rub the hands together. You know, you're free to do what your body wills. Yeah? And so if your body feels like it wants to do a different movement, you can. As we start to move, we start to unlock any stuck energy. And then often when we do that, our body says, oh yeah, no, I actually want to go outside and breathe some fresh air. Actually, I want to lie down. Actually, I want to rotate my shoulder. So listen to that voice in your body. Okay. So this movement is a little bit more dynamic. So similar to the one we did before, like this. I want to do a slightly wider stance, like I'm riding a horse. It's like I call it a horse stance. I'm going to raise the hands up. The hands just then drop down, and then they do a nice circular motion as if I'm in a big bowl of rice, you know, uncooked rice or a nice water, warm water, and then up and around. Exhale. Okay. So this time I'm going to raise up. I'll try not to knock all the furniture over, and then down, around, up, and then I'm just going to drop the arms like that. Yeah, good. So raising up, down, around. Breathe in and exhale. Yeah, so it's a lovely exercise. If you really want to generate some warmth, you're feeling some heat, some cold, and you want to generate some heat. That's a nice way to get the Qi moving, raise the yang. And then one more. So again, just feel a sense of your hands connecting to your dantian in your center, like this. Feeling a bit of space under the armpits. And then this time I'm going to bring my hands in front of my kidney area. I'm going to sink my weight into my left leg, turn, and then come around like this. To the center, and I'm going to pull it. And then around. Here. So this is a little bit more of an advanced exercise, but for those people who have come to the classes, you might want to practice this. Good exercise for the kidney and the bladder, which are the organs relating to the winter and the water element. Again, fluidity, like being like seaweed in the water, being moved around by the fluidity of the water. And you want to connect your own fluidity. Or you could really slow that down, sinking my weight to my left, as if my hands brushing through my kidneys. Twist. And around. And back. Okay, so you might want to just put that on repeat. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time for this short video. But just really give yourself a chance to slow down, ground yourself while you're moving, feel that fluidity, Feel that smoothness and calming the waters. Okay, so I hope that will bring you some food for thought and a chance to do some practice until we reconvene in the new year. In the meantime, have a lovely Christmas and rest, conserve and rejuvenate for the new year. Thank you.